we would go on Fox 5 in the mornings, and Tony Perkins was the guy who actually kind of brought us over. He brought Kevin McCarthy over there, and he's blown up.
Put him over big.
Can you
Fox
believe
5.
what's happened to Kevin?
Kevin is hello everybody. It's nice to see you guys.
Hello, Tony.
Kevin's huge,
right?
I'm going to be working for Kevin one day. I'm convinced.
It's a miracle.
Crazy.
It's a miracle.
What's happened to him? It's a miracle.
And I met him. You're right. I met him here. I don't know if you remember this. I came here to simulcast one morning on Fox 5.
Yeah.
Kevin was your intern, I think, and you let him do some movie
He was like
reviews.
dancing with
He was
cheerleaders.
dressed as a cheerleader.
Yes.
Pasty legs and I don't know.
And by the way, the only reason that happened is because our good friend Craig
had passed
away in a car accident.
If our friend hadn't
If
died,
Craig didn't die,
Kevin would have no life.
zippy.
Well, isn't that how it frequently happens?
Yeah,
It's just
I know.
random.
So
Strange.
Tony, of course, still is on Fox 5. You're not in the mornings anymore.
No, I'm now on at 6, 10, and 11.
Wow.
6, 10, and 11.
Yeah, whole different
Big time.
thing now.
The big time.
And if he also hosts the Tony Perkins Show, and Tony and Gary Stein are recording an episode of their podcast at the Improv this Saturday.
This Saturday night.
April 29th. Go to dcmprov.com for tickets.
Hey, at least you're not going up against Penn's Caps on Saturday.
No, thank you. But
at least
you know
that's
what?
not happening.
Here's the thing. When we booked it, we thought, okay, this is a good night.
Right.
Sounds good. Then I found out it's the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Right.
Because we're trying to book guests on the show. No one's available.
Right,
and, you know,
right.
So we do have some competition out there, although not very big this year.
Well, it's still amazing. And you've been doing the podcast for like 3 years now, and you're
3
loving
years.
it, right?
This is my listen. I love my day job. Fox 5 I've been at Fox 5 for 18 years.
Incredible.
And after spending 15 years in the mornings, for them to move me to the primetime spots, that's a pretty big deal, and it's wonderful. But it's news, and you know, I like to have a lot of fun. I
like to goof around.
I like to goof around, so the podcast is an outlet for that. The podcast is a comedy and entertainment podcast. It's once a week. You can get it on iTunes and Google Play and wherever else you get podcasts. And it's for fun. It's laughs. It's a
now,
good
when
time.
you did the mornings, you would kind of follow some current events, like the Good Morning shows are more current events. Are you now forcing yourself to like check out the latest Kim Kardashian pictures? We were debating it yesterday. I mean, it's just out of control.
That. Yes, I heard that yesterday. You know, I try to avoid the Kardashians as much as possible in both jobs.
You're a good man.
Smart. They have hot picks. Why would you look at
The pics are hot.
How long is the podcast?
About an hour 15 each episode.
Yeah.
At some point, we're going to be hyping up our own podcast.
Yeah.
But until then, we'll hype up
But
Tony
see,
Perkins.
but here now, let me tell you one of the reasons, and this is the honest to God's truth. Being on you guys' show when I used to be able to come on and do your show and listening to your show, you guys, I mean, your story is unique in radio. You've been together forever. You're good friends. You love each other. And you do whatever it is you want to do. You talk sports. You talk Kardashians, whatever it is.
Right.
And I envy that. And it's loose and it's fun. And I've wanted to do
These
that.
guys
so this
love
is,
each other.
This is my
Not quite.
Right. Tony said it. Zorn
But
said
we don't
it.
have to talk about like the latest traffic accident
Yeah,
or
no.
a gas leak.
No, and that's
That's your day job.
And like you said, when I was on in the mornings, you know, mornings, it's much more personality driven.
All right.
At nighttime, it's much more serious. I mean,
Do you miss that then? You
I
can't
do
act
miss
up
that.
a little bit?
I do miss that. I do like having the gravitas of being, you know, an evening anchor. I work with Sean Yancey. She's my co-yanker.
Whoa. Yeah, be careful. You're venturing into things like that, Tony.
I think Tony's angling for an uncensored podcast.
Yeah, maybe he'll be a guest on our podcast eventually. You never know.
That'll be news to Sean.
The anchor.
Yeah.
Co-anchor.
Yeah.
Wow, that's never come out before.
Yeah.
So that's a fun gig too. I don't remember what point I was making.
It doesn't matter. Are you?
So you don't drop F-bombs on your podcast like I would.
If we do, we bleep them out. I don't. Of course, I never do. Gary,
Guests will, I'm sure.
guests will. We have comedians on all the time, and they will. So we
Right.
we.
Why do you do? I guess as being an anchor, you kind of have to kind of keep it clean. Is that why? What if you weren't an anchor? Would you let loose?
Do you talk like that with your buddies?
Not typically, no. However, when I'm in traffic, yes.
Yeah.
If
Everybody should.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he's classy. He's
But
not
you
like
did
us.
start, right? You did stand-up comedy.
I did stand-up
early
comedy.
in your career.
And you worked with Donnie.
And
right?
I worked with Donnie.
Yeah.
You know, my
Right.
career has been strange. I mean, a lot of people just know me for news on Fox 5, but I did stand-up comedy professionally for 9 years. So, and in fact, had, after I gave it up once I started working in TV news, because I just thought that's a weird combination of things to do.
When you got to your 9th year, was it your best year in comedy? Like,
yes.
Did you get to a point where you were making good money?
I was making good money. I was just becoming a headliner. I worked my way up from open mic to MC to middle act to, I was playing clubs and colleges everywhere. My great stories were opening here in Washington at the Warner Theater for Sinbad.
Nice.
On one occasion.
I'm a sucker for Sinbad.
He came on our show and said Sinbad was his favorite comedian.
Can't remember.
Hold on.
Somebody said that recently.
It was like in the last couple of months.
Hold on a second. It's coming to me. It was a brother.
It was like somebody like it was like 50.
Was he a comedian or was it just like an actor?
It was an athlete.
A guest on the show?
Like an ex-athlete.
It wasn't Patrick Ewing. It was.
Sinbad's funny.
Hold on.
Sinbad is funny.
But it just like for
You ponder.
Oh, I know. It was Clark Kellogg.